it's tough growing up in New York, right? New York, BX, fall into the influence, street life, females. You know what I'm saying? How were you able to like stray away from it? Cause you know it's so easy. It's gangs everywhere.
I mean,
girls everywhere.
I can say I did, and I did for the most part.
Yeah.
Like I had my first child when I was like 18, 19.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that too.
Right, so I was in Jamestown for my daughter when I had my daughter. Mm-hmm. So that still was like a transition for me to like still be responsible on my own behalf, you know what I mean, and then learn like into the adult world where it's like your mom and them really can't save you from stuff like that. You gotta grow and you gotta go and grow through stuff like that. But for the most part, like selling drugs and stuff like that was never my thing. Like you know, women, you know, they're attractive. You know, you're attractive. I'm a guy. You know, at the end of the day, but I like, so as far as describing, like it was almost like something that you kind of got to go through and then learn on your own types. Yeah. Like everybody could tell you like stay away from the girls, but then you don't know what they mean until you go through it. Yeah. And I'm not trying to, you know what I mean, say anything about women, but it's just like, yeah, it could be a distraction away from what you're trying to obtain. So like obviously I wanted to play basketball. I didn't really have time to be you know what I mean? And not saying that I didn't, but think about it. If you want to play basketball, why are you going to have kids? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, because it takes you away from the opportunity to be a father. Yeah. So going through stuff like that, it was like I put myself in a pull and tug situation. So where, like I said, a lot of decisions that I made was behind me having a kid and being a father already. So when I got scholarships to go, when I had Missouri, Kansas, coming out of Jamestown, St. Francis and all that, the first thing on my mind was my daughter. So when I would speak on that visit that I went to you in KC, I loved it. I would have committed there. If I didn't have a kid and I want to speak like that, I probably would have went to Missouri, Kansas. But based on my situation at the time, the last question that I asked them was, how often do you get to go back home? They said for a couple of days in December. Right then, once he said that, I had it. My mind was made up as far as what I was doing, because I'm like, I didn't want to go through that phase from fatherhood, you know what I'm saying, as chasing my dream. So I tried to compromise and do both, you know what I mean. So that's the main reason why I went to St. Francis, along with the program and stuff like that, because it is a good program. But so
basically that altered
my decision
on what school you wanted to go to.
It was either be selfish or be unselfish at that moment, and I'm not a selfish person, so it was hard for me to just kind of block everything out and go and do what I wanted to do. But yeah, so that was a challenging time. You know, just to like find a balance. You know, to be able to take time out to do what you need to do. And like I said, whether it was homework, whether it was being in the gym, going to class, practice, and then you know, time to try to be a father. You know, I'm still young. I'm still a young man at this point. So like I said, you gotta hold yourself accountable to these distractions. Because if not, it go, you know what I mean? It'll go left. Right.
So when she was born, you was a freshman?
I believe I was a sophomore, I believe.
You were a sophomore?
Right. I feel like I was a sophomore. Yeah, I was a sophomore because I graduated that year.
So how is she like 10 now?
Yeah, right.
10?
Right.
That's tough.
Right.
She getting big, right?
Yeah.
How is she? She good?
Yeah, everything good, bro. It's challenges. Everything is challenging, bro, because you know, co-parenting and all that. You know, like the things that people don't speak of. Like when things don't go right, something has to happen for it to be right. So it ain't gonna just be the way you think it is or how you want it to be. You always gotta compromise somehow, some way. And like I said, for me, that's just been all opportunities for me to like, you know, grow outside of how I think about life and how I perceive, you know, life in general and how I go about life. You know, it changed the narrative about that. Because now you got to think for somebody else, you know, as long as it's not just about yourself.
So keep that in the back of your mind.
No matter what you do, where you at in the world, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, it challenged me personally, specifically to like, you know, find that balance in my life as far as like just to feel comfortable, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You want more kids?
No, I'm done. I got a son.
You sound good.
I got a boy and a girl. I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How old is your son?
How old is he?
Yeah.
He's 2.
2 years
old?
old?
He turned 3 this year, October.
Man.
Thank you. That's my boy. That's my eagle. King Crown Jewel. That's my boy, man. That's his name, yeah.
Fire.
Well, yeah.
That's a good name, man.
Yeah, he good. Everything good. But I'm done. I don't.
You good?
Don't get me wrong. Like, with given the right opportunity and the right situation, it's a possibility, you know. But if I get to choose,
Gucci.
Yeah, snip. Like seriously, like seriously.
Yeah.
I'm good. One boy, one girl, man. I'm good.
Do you want him to play basketball? Like, if it was a perfect world,
yeah.
What would you want? Like
A perfect world.
Both of them.
All right. Now, a perfect world. I mean, I don't know. I'm not big on them playing basketball for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it connected with me. It connected from my uncles and stuff like that. So if it ain't a connection thing for them, then not really. But given the opportunity to, like you said, perfect world, I would love to, see my son or my daughter in the WNBA or the NBA playing at the highest level, even if it was overseas, stuff like that. Just giving the opportunity to help them with everything that I've learned and how to get better. You know what I mean? Not necessarily where you're gonna end up, but let me give you all that I know, so you could have your own journey, and it could be as easy as possible for you, from the mistakes to all the accolades. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you don't make the same mistake. And you might not end up playing professionally, but you're gonna learn through the process of, what it's gonna bring you through, as far as, like I said, holding yourself accountable, things of that nature. But I'm not big on, him forcing to play basketball. He love it though. Yeah, he love it. Yeah, he loves basketball. Okay, I don't know if he's gonna stick with it, but right now he loves it. So it's a good space to be in, to see that he loves it. He came to, I think I brought him like 2 of my games before. I won both of my games.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
So, but other than that, I'm not big on forcing it or hoping that he played basketball.
Gotcha. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of kids, man.
You gotta be hoopers.
I'm forcing it.
I'm forcing it. Let me give me at this day and age though, you have to though, because a lot of kids with the electronic, yes sir, with the electronics and stuff like that, it's a celebration, man. With the electronics and the technology, like, bro, you gotta force your kids to go do some type of activity, because if not, they're gonna sit on the game, play Fortnite all day. So you gotta force them to do something.
And this generation is different.
It's way different.
They don't go outside,
man. And our generation, we used to be outside with nothing to do. Like when we had nothing to do, we was outside bored, like trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we play tag.
These days, you in the house. I'm not going outside. Why? I'm on a game.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my friends on, internet. So I feel like you gotta force your kids into some type of activity, so you could give them the experience of what comes with it, having friends and building a gang and all that. Even learning down to like the health standpoint of like how it's healthy to be active. You know what I mean? You leave it up to them, they're gonna be in the crib eating junk food all day.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you don't want the kids,
They're gonna be in the iPad.
Yeah, so you gotta force sports.
Videos.
Right. Yeah. Then we just wanted to be, those sports models at the time, like, the LeBrons and the Kobe's. So the only way you're gonna do that is by playing basketball. So yeah.